My name is Kathi Gowsell. I run a little business called Writing Life Matters, and I specialize in legacy writing and journal writing workshops. I've been doing some one-on-one workshops or face-to-face workshops, and I was trying to figure out how I would get my business online. I was just starting Writing Life Matters, and I noticed there were a lot of different pieces in order to get it online, and I was floundering around trying to sort that out for myself. It was a little serendipitous. I received an email from one of Danny Eeney's venture partners inviting me to take part in a webinar on how to get your courses online. So I thought I better sign up and see what that's all about. And when I took the webinar, I realized, well, it seemed like Danny was talking to me specifically, and I thought I would think about it overnight. Wound up lying awake all night trying to come up with a reason why I wouldn't take the course, and I couldn't come up with one. So Sunday morning I got up and signed up, and away I went. My main revelation about my business during this time was that getting these courses online doesn't have to be an overwhelming issue. Course builders helped me figure out all the moving pieces, what order to work them in, and just relax about the whole thing and have fun with it. I already had an idea of the workshop that I wanted to put out. So for me, it was a matter of validating that it was something that people would buy. So that was my first step, was doing some market research, which wasn't even on my radar when I signed up for this course. Huge learning for me there. And then I researched companies that had like workshops, similar kind of workshops, to see what they were charging. Worked on figuring out what my minimum viable outcome would be. And then when I put that all together, I had my offer. My main roadblock I felt in offering my pilot was that my audience is a bit older, and there was resistance to some of the technology. So I had to find different ways for them to pay, for example, different payment options. So PayPal for some people my age and older is a little uncomfortable. They don't want to pay online. So I had to come up with alternate ways for them to pay. I had to come up with an easy way for them to just click on a link and be in the meeting, so that they didn't have to figure out any additional technology. And so for me, that was a real learning experience, actually, because I thought people my age would be okay. But there's ways to work around, and you learn about that as you're going through. The best thing for me about my Mirasee experience has been my personal coach. Her name's Lizzie, and she was able to work with me through my own little psychological issues, the yucky salesperson feeling and the imposter syndrome, where you're thinking, who am I to teach this course? And you realize that you have the background, you have the expertise, and you know a lot more than probably most of the world on what it is you're trying to teach or starting to teach. So I can't say enough about the personal coaching experience. Mirasee helped me with my audience because I was classed as one of the people who technically don't have an audience, an online audience. So I was taught to work with a small audience, work from my personal email list, and find that doesn't have to be yucky too, because that's one of the resistances that a lot of us have, and me particularly, is I don't want to bother my friends. And they taught us that you're not bothering your friends. You're offering them something that they might like that can help them do something, and really reframe the whole idea that this would be uncomfortable, more just a friendly conversation that we're going after. The main result for me after offering my pilot is realizing that I really do have a special niche in the legacy writing. And with talking to the students that took my pilot and getting feedback and just working through the whole program, I've discovered that there's so many ways I can take this. And I'm so excited because it's almost like I don't know what to do first now. I'm overwhelmed. I'm running. My brain is going 100 miles an hour, and I'm just so excited about what I'm doing. experience for me was really a positive experience. The first little while I just felt like I was having a mind explosion. I was learning so much all at once. And as I started working through it, I was developing confidence, you know, feeling like I can do this, there's a market for what I do, I have the next steps to move forward now, and I feel like I have a product that I can diversify and work with. So I wouldn't have got to this stage without going through this program. I would say do it, especially if you have a little idea running around in your head and you're thinking, if you're even thinking about it, just do it. Every step along the way is a positive step. It's self-development. It's the support of the Course Builders Lab staff and the other students. You have access to the other students. Just keep you moving along, and I can't say enough about it. I would do it again. I am really appreciative of everything that was offered to me through Course Builders, and I'm not done yet. I'm still working on it. I can go back. I have access to it on an ongoing basis. So I'm not done yet, and that's a good feeling.